Hey, welcome back to Guitar Discoveries. Today, short video for performing guitarists. Guitarists who spend a lot of time on stage and who have to deal with monitoring. I want to talk about custom in-ear monitors. Are they worth it? Generally, when we're talking about custom in-ear monitors, we're talking about something that has been blow molded by an audiologist to fit exactly in your ear and essentially isolate you from all the external sounds, or most of the external sounds, and give you a really solid idea of what's coming from the mixing board. So you really can hear exactly what's going on and what's being pumped to the front of house, or whatever mix you actually want. What are the benefits? Number one benefit is you get rid of floor monitors, which cause all kinds of trouble and feedback and are not particularly accurate and all that. So that's fantastic. Now you're getting sound directly into the ear with nothing in the way. A potential con, is you might feel a little bit isolated from the audience. That's never really been much of an issue for me. I have now been using in-ear monitors, custom in-ears, for 10 years. The particular brand I use is Ultimate Ears Pro. I am fortunate to have two different pairs of custom in-ear monitors. I got my first pair 10 years ago because a friend of mine, Paul Manfrini, he and I used to play guitars together. We performed at an Ultimate Ears corporate event, and at the time the president of the company said, "Hey, give Robert a pair as a way of saying thank you for performing at our party." So it was an awesome thing. We're talking about $1,000 gift in a sense, because that's what a pair of UE10s, which they've changed the name now. These are called Reference Remastered. The UE Reference Remastered are designed to be monitors with flat frequency response. Theoretically, this makes them good for even mixing. They're going to give you a reference kind of listening experience that's not going to accentuate the bass, it's not going to accentuate upper mid-range, it's not going to accentuate anything. It is a pretty nice flat frequency response. I love these for being on stage because since they don't push any particular frequencies, most importantly, they don't push extra bass. And that's very important when you're on stage. You've got lots of ambient bass in the room that can really get cluttered and muddy when you have in-ear monitors that have too much bass. So, love the UE10s, and I highly recommend them. They are $1,000. There are some other models of UEs that you could look at that would be less expensive. They have very good people on staff to consult with you and tell you, which might be best for you. But look for a monitor that doesn't give you too much bass. That's my biggest piece of advice. Another band of mine played at a different UE corporate event, and once again, all of us were given more custom in-ear monitors. I thought, well, for variety, I'll go to their latest greatest. At that time, it was the UE18. This is a $1,500 monitor. I can tell mine apart because my 10s are clear. I had them do clear. And I have kind of a smoky translucent on my 18s. I thought, when I got the 18s, I thought, great, I'm going to have even better sound for stage use. Guess what? I put them in. I didn't like them as much as I liked my 10s, and that was because they have more bass, more of an airy transparentness that you'd think, wow, that would probably be great. As it turns out, because of that extra bass, it isn't as functional for me in a live environment. I get too much bass, it gets too muddy, and I can't really hear the articulation of things. So I rely on the UE10s. I've been told that Gwen Stefani won't let go of her 10s for the very same reason. There are also studio engineers who use these reference monitors to do mixes or rough mixes, like while they're on a plane or something like that, because they isolate so much of the sound and because they are a very flat, even frequency response throughout the whole range. They become a tool that you actually can use to get good rough mixes. This is almost like listening to NS10Ms, Yamaha NS10s. They're not flattering, right? But they work. For stage use, I think that's really good. Yeah, it's not quite as inspirational as something that flatters, but it gives you more a sense of what the audience is hearing, and it sort of simulates some of the negative aspects of the sonics within most performing venues. So I love the 10s. Those are the $1,000 units. You don't have to spend $1,500. Custom in-ear monitors, to me, they're a godsend. They have been awesome. They've eliminated feedback and all the variables that come with the problem of floor monitors. Yep, that's $1,000 investment. That's a lot of money. But considering I've been using these for 10 solid years, amortized, they are cheap, right? It's not a high cost considering all the gigs I played with these and the fact that they're just indestructible. One of the challenges of these is that when you're buying them, often you can't try them yourself, right? You can't, because you don't have blow molded examples where they can play all the different versions. You kind of have to go based on what other people have told you. I got lucky. The 10s, I probably wouldn't have ordered those if they weren't the top of the line at the time. I just said, well, give me the top of the line. That was the 10s back then. Then later I said, give me the top of the line. That was the 18s. Well, lo and behold, who would have thunk that 10 years later I'd still be using the UE10s? But here I am. Ultimate Ears really stands behind their products, by the way. You have any issues, they will take care of you. You just send them back. I've never been charged for anything. Not that I've had to send them back often. I think, in fact, I ordered some new cords at one point. But these things are really, really well built, well made in America. They come, well, I don't know how they're packaged now. When I bought mine, they came with this nifty little case, but also a really industrial road case that I use. It actually has my wireless pack and the headphones themselves, so I can have those packed in the same case, which is really nice. So there you have it. Custom in-ear monitors, highly recommended. There's your guitar discovery for the day. Please subscribe. I love to share tips, tricks, and information just like this with you, and I'm eager to hear your comments. Have you tried in-ear monitors? How are they working for you? What brands do you like? I'm only experienced with Ultimate Ears Pro, so that's what I know. I love them. I'd love to hear what you're using or what you're thinking about using, and we can explore together. All right. Thank you. Talk to you soon.